Every Minecraft drop since 1.21 has come out 3 weeks after completing on the Bedrock version of the game. That is something we checked, and here are those results by the way, but if Mojang finished the Copper Age update for Bedrock in August, it's not yet ready to release midway through September, and the big question is why? When will it actually be coming out, and what does this mean for the winter drop, since obviously delays to the autumn drop are going to affect that one too. We still haven't seen any announcement for it. Let's go into all of that and more today, but let's start with the most important thing I have to say, because it's not the fact that, hello, I'm ABX Toycat, or this statistic about house fires, but instead it's the fact that Minecraft Live is happening soon. This is the big twice-a-year Minecraft event, and they try to do as many update announcements as they can at that, and so it's very likely we're going to learn about the Copper Age, as you can tell from their marketing material, but also about the drop that comes after. This explains the answers to a lot of questions as to why things are being delayed. It's so they can be announced at Minecraft Live, but that doesn't answer why Mojang is doing so much weird teasing, or indeed why Minecraft Live is so late in the month relative to where the update could be ready to come out. And let's go and answer those questions right after we answer the first one you might have, because it's been a while now. And so what is the Copper Age drop? I'll try to be brief with you, and let's answer this in 30 seconds or less. Let's go. Okay, so when Copper was first introduced in 1.18, it was a very limited block set, and so they doubled it in 1.21, but now with the Copper Age, they're looking to more than double it again, adding all of these new items, including copper tools and copper armor. This means that you can wear all sorts of fun copper things, but also the copper golem is coming back from a previous mob vote loss. This is coming on top of changes to shelves and new die changes, and these things together are going to allow us to have one of the biggest game drops in terms of total features that is ever released. Boom, 30 seconds. Anyway, with that said, I think now we have to mention what the big question that comes next is, which is when is the Copper Age coming out? If it's our biggest drop, then why isn't it here right now? Because it's been finished, there hasn't been a new feature added since August, and so why isn't it right here with us? There are 3 basic things I want to consider, the first of which is the fact that Java has not finished the update. On Bedrock, the update is finished and locked in stone. This means that the same update they put into beta on the 26th of August 2025 with all of those same features is the one that will come out when it eventually finishes certification and is released by Mojang. However, on the Java version, things work differently, and what's interesting is Bedrock and Java tend to release major updates and drops on the same day, and so even though it's finished and ready to release on the Bedrock version, it has been for some time now, they're not going to be able to release it until it's ready to release on Java, which isn't complete yet right now. You might not know this, but the Java version of the Copper Age has been taking a bit longer than the Bedrock version, and the easiest way to see that, and to see how much of a mess the Java development process looks by comparison, is to look at this list of beta and preview information and changelogs. You can sort this by update to kind of get a flow for the fact that yes, they work on 1.21.90, then 1.21.100, then 1.21.110, and now they're working on 1.21.120, the update after the Copper Age. Whereas if we look at the Java snapshot information changelogs, you can see that, okay, there's the snapshots, which all happen, and sometimes there's more than one of those per week. Then there are pre-releases, and then there are release candidates as well. Minecraft has just started the pre-release phase for this, and although we can get multiple of those per week, it means that we still have to wait for them to finish pre-releases, then start release candidates, then be happy enough that those release candidates aren't going to break people's worlds or their computers, and then they'll be able to release on Java. And once the update is ready on Java to release, it can release on Bedrock, but not any time before that. If Mojang wanted to release the update literally today or tomorrow, let's say, they wouldn't be able to because it's just not ready on the Java edition. So that's the first thing I'd like to consider. The second thing is, of course, Minecraft Live, and I feel like you can't talk about this without people saying, yes, Toycat, we know this, it's been mentioned before. Mojang has a very clear pattern with Minecraft Lives though, which is they like to announce the next couple of updates coming to the game. The one they've just finished working on, and then the one they're just going to start working on. This has happened for the last 2 Minecraft Lives in the new format, and so it's possible that it changes, but based on how much they're marketing the Copper Golem, it seems as though they don't want to release the Copper Age until they've had time to talk about it, promote it, and to use the Copper Golem to do some fun things, and that means that we shouldn't expect them to be targeting releasing on Friday or Saturday. You know, it's not that the Java version is necessarily massively delaying it in itself, but that Mojang doesn't really care about releasing this update until they've had Minecraft Live to promote it. This obviously has a big change for the full drop, which we'll come back into later, but the third point that's worth considering before we talk about when this is coming out is the fact that Mojang has been working on seasonal drop cycles. So last year we had the winter drop, then the spring drop, then the summer drop, and now this is going to be the autumn or full drop. But what's interesting about the full autumn drop is the fact that it's going to be the first drop in the new system to to actually release in the season that it's officially named after. So obviously, I believe in the idea that seasons start on the first of the month, and that is the way that, you know, any reasonable person does calendars, but a decent 2/3 of the world are not reasonable, and so instead believe that seasons start on the 22nd of the month that they are in. I have no idea how they pick that number, but I actually do. It's because of the autumnal equinoxes and stuff. But what's most important is the fact that, you know, on these days that these losers decide to the majority of the population decide to pick their seasons, and because it is the 22nd, it means that no Minecraft drop has released there yet, and so if Minecraft can delay this update till at least the 22nd, that is to say, release it sometime next week, if not the week after, then it will be the first drop that releases in the season that it's named after, and that is something that Mojang might want to do as well. Delaying this update seems like a bad thing on the surface, but if it gives them time to polish it some more on Java, if it gives them some more time to actually get it in the season they want, and most importantly, to promote it at Minecraft Live, then I think they're going to take that opportunity, and indeed, it seems like they're going to. But then this raises the question, when is the Copper Age drop coming out? You've said it's delayed, you've said the reason it's delayed. I think that the wide consensus on this is that it'll be after Minecraft Live, so at the earliest, Saturday the 27th of September, but we don't usually see Mojang releasing updates on weekends, especially not Sundays, and so I think that means it's either the 29th or the 30th, so they can promote the update and say it's coming out literally on Tuesday or literally on Monday. And given that it's rare for updates released on Monday and common for them on Tuesday, Tuesday the 30th of September is not just a likely release date, it seems like the overwhelming most possible choice for Mojang to go with. And so when are you going to see the Copper Age? September the 30th, 2 weeks after they could have released it for Bedrock, but about the time that allows them to get full promotion in, about the time that allows them to say that it's technically, it's not just the full drop because that's their name of it, but it's the full drop because it's coming out in full, according to everyone, not just according to smart people who believe that dates should start, that months mean something, damn it. But sorry, I'm not going to let that go. This video is half telling you about update news, and it's half propaganda for how we should fix our month system, because our calendars are kind of dumb. Why do the number of days in each month vary so much? What is February doing with 28 days if we have so many months with 31 days? We could have done this so much better. I mean, you can already tell looking at the current calendar that we had to move months around and add extra ones. Sep means 7 and Oct means 8, but they're the 9th and 10th months. The same is true for the 9th and 10th. Non and Dec mean 9 and 10, but they're the 11th and 12th months. It's really interesting to me that we could have just added one more month and we'd have perfectly even sized the days, so there are 28 days in every month with just one extra day for New Year's Day to make it a special day or whatever, and this would have meant that every month has the same number of days, and even more importantly, that Monday would always be the 1st, and the 8th would always be a Monday, and Tuesday would always be the 2nd, etc. Every day of the month, you would know what day of the week it was as well. Things could have worked so much better if we just added one more month, but we hate the number 13 too much or something. Anyway, rant about the calendar aside, I think that it is important we come back into the two big things to know about today, because when is the Copper Age coming out? Later than expected, by about 2 weeks. I think September the 30th is the most likely date, and then the other interesting thing is the knock-on effect to the winter drop. So as we just mentioned, if you believe that winter starts on the 22nd, this calendar rant is important, or season rant is important, if you believe that winter begins on December 22nd, then Minecraft has an interesting thing, which is that the last update of the year, the last drop of the year, would be the winter drop and would have to come out somewhere between the 22nd and like the 23rd, because obviously in Sweden, Christmas is the 24th basically, so that means there are 2 days for them to get this update out to fulfill the criteria of being in winter and also coming out before Christmas and before the end of the year. Does that make it therefore likely, especially if we add into the fact that the Copper Age being delayed does leave us with the knock-on effect of they are not doing snapshots for the winter drop right now, they're not doing snapshots and betas and trialing out these new features, and so that means that if they want to do the exact same process they've just done, instead of having 3 months like they had for the Copper Age, they would have just 2 months, October and November, and at the end of November they'd have to lock in the update, start bug fixing, start going through certification. And is that going to happen? Well, certainly it seems possible that the winter drop will either be a smaller drop or that they've been working on it for much longer than, 1 month in the past because they're getting ready to announce it at Minecraft Live, a different team to the Copper Age team, we could say. Or opportunity number 3 is that they are going to be working on 1.22. This is because of the fact, this is the perfect opportunity for them to do it, because if they are going to have a shorter time span, and if they would have to release the update in January anyway, why not delay it just a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger, and give them the opportunity to have that big update spirit? So this is what I'm saying is possible. 3 different things. Either we have the winter drop and it's smaller, or we have the winter drop and it's the culmination of lots of stuff and it comes out even earlier than expected after a really short, really crazy snapshot preview process. Or we're going to see them go for a bigger update that will release in winter 2025. Is it still winter 2025 if it's actually winter 2026? But the last drop of this year might actually be coming out next year, and one of those 3 things has to happen based on the delay that happened here. I don't know why I missed the H in happen just then. I guess we'll have to discover what happened there, but I do have to also say that this video has been a really fun one to dive into the speculation of. I love diving into Minecraft updates and why and what is happening, and if you like knowing the inside baseball behind what's going on at Mojang and why a small delay to an update release date can have all of these knock-on effects, then make sure you consider subscribing to this channel. And although we don't have a perfect calendar system, you can have your perfect Minecraft news system if you do. With that said, I am looking forward to September the 30th. I still do believe it's about 95% likely, but I am not 100% sure about what is happening with the winter drop. Mojang has been making so many hints about oceans with their YouTube videos, then their WhatsApp posts, then their TikToks, and then their literal the posts by literally talking about aquariums. I think they know what they're doing, but are they trying to mislead us, or are they trying to tell us as clearly as they can, hey guys, did you know we might be working on an ocean update? It's hard to say for sure. I want to know what you think, whether it is an ocean update or just bait, down below, because for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.